What's going on there, YouTube? This is the Irish King. Today's tutorial we are going to create a horizon. I'm not going to get really detailed on the small things. We're just going to create like a river and some trees and things, and you'll see how the horizon will be, just to give you an idea of how to do it. So let's go ahead and create a new document. We're going to do 1024 by 768. Make sure the background is transparent. Just name this horizon. Alright, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to fill this in with black. Make sure the foreground is black, and you have white behind it. We're going to do a filter. We're going to do clouds. If I can find clouds here. Alright. Now, the first portion that we're working on is the river. That's what we're going to do first. And then we're going to work on the grass, and we'll go on from there. So the next thing we're going to do is pixelate, mezzotint. We're going to do short lines. So make sure you have short lines selected. Hit OK. We're then going to do another filter, blur, radio blur. We're going to start off with good. Make sure zoom is selected, and we're going to do 100. Select OK. We're going to do filter again. We're pretty much going to go back through a portion of that process again. We're going to do mezzotint, short lines, OK. Filter, blur, radio blur. This time we're going to do best. Click OK. Alright. We're going to create a hue saturation on this layer. Right click, create clip masking. That way we're only changing this layer. Go ahead and select colorize. We're going to check, we're going to choose a color that's kind of resemblance to like a stream or a lake. Some clear, kind of clear waters. It's a little too dark. So we'll do 55 on lightness. We'll do 65 on saturation and 196 on the hue. Alright. We're going to create a new layer. We're going to have black as the foreground. We're going to select the rectangle tool. What we're going to do is create a rectangle, and it's going to go to the center. If you can see here, I have the ruler set out, so 7 is the center. We're going to go to the center of our canvas, and if you don't have the grid set out, you can do Control R. That'll give you the ruler. Okay, so we're going to rasterize this layer. Free transform. We're going to do perspective. We're going to bring this bottom right corner. We're going to bring, I'm sorry, we're not going to do perspective. We're actually going to do distort. There we go. We're going to bring this bottom right corner just straight up. We'll bring that up to almost to the point there, that center point. Alright. And then we're going to do the same thing for the other side. So go ahead and create another black box. Go directly to the center. Rasterize this layer. Free transform. Distort. We're going to go up to the center. little uneven. There we go. Alright. Alright, if you can see there may be a little space there. You can just create another little box that goes straight up. Rasterize that. And then what we're going to do, starting with this layer, all the layers that we just created that are in black, you're going to hold down Shift and click on the very bottom one. Right click, and we're going to merge those layers together. So this gives us our stream, or whatever you want to call it, our river that's flowing. The next thing we're going to do, before we do the grass, we're going to just create some clouds in the background. So what we're going to do for that, we're going to create a layer that is in between the river and that black layer that we created, and we're going to fill this layer with black. And what we'll have to do, we'll need to, we're going to hide the layer that we just created. We're going to take our magic wand. I have my tolerance on 32. We're going to select the pond. We're going to show the layer that we just created. Make sure you click on it, and then we're going to remove that selection. Alright, now what we're going to do is, let's go back to clouds. So filter, render, and clouds. Oh, I'm sorry. I still have that area selected. Okay, there we go. Render and clouds. I'm going to go with this layer, with that top layer. We're going to do different clouds this time. Alright, we're going to move that layer that we just created, we're going to put that on top of the clouds, and then what we're going to do is take the marquee tool, the rectangle. We're going to kind of go from the center and maybe move this a little bit. And then we'll just delete that entire this entire section here. Just move this down here for right now. Alright. Now, for the grass, and later on what you'll do, we're not going to go this far, but you can add like mountains or trees or whatever back here, but we're going to go ahead and do the grass right now. So make sure we have this layer selected. We're going to go back to pixelate. We're going to do mezzotint. We're going to do the short lines. Okay. We are going to go to blending options. We're going to do a color overlay. We're going to do a dark green color. We're going to change the opacity to about 70 looks. Okay, so this is the beginning of our grass. And you can kind of play around with it a little bit and add some trees and bushes and things. But this is just the beginning, showing you how to do a photo that has perspective from scratch, or it has a horizon. and then you can just add things to give it more detail. But this is just giving you the basics on how to start it off. So that does complete this tutorial. Again, I'll be doing more tutorials in the future. Send me a request, theirishking@gmail.com, or write me here on YouTube. Alright.